Hello YouTube, metaloidmonkey here, and I'm back with another game. Today is a great day. It's another Road to 50 game. I'm not sure how many of these I'm going to be uploading. The main thing I've been coming across is that I play a lot of decent players, and most of the time it's wins and everything like that, but that's the point. The point is that what goes on is that some of these are, they're okay games, but they're just not worth uploading. It's disappointing when I play like an Anders vs. Forge on Tundra. I may upload it, I may not. I don't know, I'll see. But what happens is, I'll catch their hogs in the beginning or something, and now the game's no longer as interesting. It's just me building up and pushing for the win. It's really, I'm trying to get good competitive back and forth games, but it's just hard to find them. So, I'll be searching more, and I'll try to get more of those, but in the meantime, I've been getting into more StarCraft, but that's besides the point. Alright, the point is that my connection is really good. No, not really. It's awful. And so, as you'll see, right here, there's a bit of lag. I tried cutting out most of the lag. I got a bit lazy towards the end, so I just sped up the video because it was really kind of almost just over by that point. So basically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to keep queuing my hogs up, I'm going to collect supplies, and I'm just going to try to go Reactor 4th since he's going to be going Temple 3rd. Typical one slot after Temple on this map. You can get away with 2 slots after Temple on release. You can sometimes do it on this map. Depends how I'm feeling, depending on what I'll do. And the main idea is just to know what your opponent's doing, where his chieftain is, if he builds turrets, and just keep him at his base so that you can get units up and he will be delayed on his timing attack, and then it's no longer a timing attack if it's late. So basically, it's pretty simple to play this. Just as long as you know where the chieftain is and what to do in each situation, it's pretty straightforward. So, I'll be uploading, I think I'll upload the 2 tournament games next, and then I'll upload the, 3 of the games versus my DIC after that one, after those. And, I'm not sure if I'm going to put each of those in one video, just to have them uploaded, or if I want to do them separately, because, as you see, I'm not very consistent with my uploading. I would like to be, but I just had a bunch of schoolwork to deal with, so that just gets in the way. So when I ever have the time to just sit down and record something, it'd be easier probably just to do them all at once. But either way, that's neither here nor there. So I have this this matchup right now. It's Anders vs. Brood on Tundra, very basic. I have an Anders vs. Forge on Tundra, as I was saying. I have other games with shenanigans. I may upload the shenanigans, because I've already started a bit of talk about it, so I think I will upload some shenanigans just for the hell of it. They're just kind of little fun things, not sure I'm going to show exactly how to do it or anything, but still fun. And, yeah, okay, so I was able to get a bunch of supplies here, and I was able to upgrade 3 pads straight away, perfect, and delay the gunner a bit, because I don't really need gunner until later, because, he's... Oh, and yeah, and since he's all the way across the map, which I was not expecting, because that makes no sense, he obviously wasn't building turrets, which means I'm going to make him pay for it and bring all my hogs to his base. And he didn't get these supplies, and I kind of want them. So I want to get them, but I want to hit pads, and I don't mean to be targeting down the non-blessed pad right now, but, I'm not really expecting to be able to kill a pad. I just want to keep him at his base. Because if the pad's already built, I'm not gonna stop it. You really can only stop building pads, and you only have a decent chance of stopping a building pad if you go Reactor 2nd. And even then, you wouldn't be able to do that because he went Temple 3rd, and he'll still be at his base when you get Gunner, so that doesn't make sense. Why would you do that? It's the same reason on, Chasms or Blood Gulch, when you go Barracks 1st or so, Barracks 1st or 2nd, and then you go Reactor 4th or 5th, you're not gonna have a decent chance of stopping a pad because you're gonna have Gunner by the time all of his pads are built, so it's whoop-de-doo, it doesn't really solve anything, so you gotta use your hogs differently instead of trying to kill a pad or something, because killing a pad is one way to use your hogs. The other way to use your hogs is just to keep them on defense and clear expos and gain map control. your hog can always either be on offense, defense, or gaining, or just holding map control. Because if your army can fight his army straight up, then you're gonna win. So, I mean, this is bad that I was losing hogs, but, I mean, I don't really have anywhere to be with them. I'm caking at an expo, I don't need the hogs. I mean, other than just for scouting purposes. It would be nice to keep, it's good to keep a few, like, I'm not really paying attention, but it's good to keep a few alive, like, 3 or 4 at least. That way, if they go for, like, any sort of, like, brutes and, like, wraith push or something, oh, look, he's trying to go factory, but I set a rally point on it, and I call his bluff. I'm like, BS, that's not a factory, that's a summit, because I'm allowed... it lets you set global rally points. You have to use the double down click on the D-pad, not on the D-pad, on the left thumbstick. You cannot set it using the circle menu from up on the D-pad, because the up on the D-pad lets you set it anywhere regardless, whereas double clicking the left thumbstick will only let you set it on airpads, summits, and temples. Other than that, every building will not let you set it. Same thing goes for turrets. You cannot place a global rally point on a turret spot. So basically, I set the global rally point on it. I know that he's not going right, so I'm going to keep making hogs and just build a vehicle depot just in case he decides to push with only brutes and no banshees, and maybe one tank could help. But I'm just waiting and saving up to get money to put a 3rd tech up and get Goss. I could have left it blank, could have built a supply pad, but the diminishing rate of return after deleting a supply pad is not worth it, in my opinion, to hurt my eco just to get like an extra like 50 resources. That's great, but now my eco would be slowed down by 50 resources per minute, which that doesn't sound good to me. So I wouldn't do that. Like, I would leave it blank, and leaving it blank when the chieftain shows up to your base is not the greatest thing, because then he has less pads to target down, so he'll be doing more damage more quickly. So I built a turret because, I mean, turret and hogs will deal with brutes and banshees. Could technically go barracks, and I don't build flamers, but technically build the Spartans and turrets. But that's not cost effective. If they know what they're doing, they'll sit back and they'll build up their army, and then you'll be in trouble. But for the most part, all you need is, you just need Goss. So I'm putting my Goss tech up. He's not pushing. He doesn't have enough to push because he had to build those 2 turrets, and he upgraded them to fuel rod. And I've already cleared an expo, and he's honestly really more worried about that than anything. So I mean, I'm like, okay, game's over. Like, I'm done at this point. So I mean, I've done pretty much everything I need to do. I've already paid for Goss. I'm gonna get an expansion base, whether he likes it or not. Because, sure, he can try to stop the one at the bottom, but I don't think he even knows I took the one at the top. So I'll be able to take either one of those, and I can just D-bomb at the base and keep it. It doesn't matter. So I'm just killing off the rebels, not paying too much attention to my hogs. Don't really care. Have this one hog over there, just for the hell of it. Because, I mean, I don't have anywhere to be with it. And, I mean, I think now is a good time to talk about how there's also like a 3v3 turning up. Oh, and by the way, people seem to think that when you have a brute ball, it's going to beat a hog ball. It doesn't beat Goss. Goss beats everything. Goss is going to beat their banshees. Goss is going to beat their brutes. You know what? Goss isn't going to beat the vortex. So basically, all you got to do is kill the chieftain, and their army is not scary anymore. That's the main thing. Whenever you're confronting the brute's army, it's like, okay, can I fight his army head-on with the chieftain in it? No. Can I fight it without the chieftain? Is the chieftain the only thing that makes the army scary? Yeah. And so that's when you know you want to drop a D-bomb. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Like, you can D-bomb or you can cryo. D-bomb's cheaper, and your army does kill everything he has. You usually only cryo if your army does not kill everything he has. Like, with or without the chieftain. So now chieftain's frozen, and I'm just gonna go for the chieftain. It would have been silly if I didn't go for the chieftain. Like I said, I would. Like, if I don't remember what, I didn't actually remember I went for the chieftain, but like if I said I was gonna go for the chieftain and then didn't, that'd be funny. Like, I could actually kill the chieftain and then only have like 2 hogs left and still easily take out his army, because all you gotta do is kite it. All you gotta do. Okay, yeah, I don't know, I probably should have debombed, whatever. I guess I felt like need to cry. Oh, right, okay, I cried because it was because he had the Banshees there. But I mean, if it's just brutes, then usually you'll debomb. So it's up to you. Either one works. But I mean, honestly, I could have done either one there. It doesn't matter. And so, I mean, brute ball doesn't matter. Loses to Goss. Goss rapes brutes. Straightforward. Because all you have to do is kite, and they can't hit you at a distance, and your Goss will just pick them off. And I'm just building up on my expansion. So I mean, I know that I know that he had that summit. So well, I mean, it's gonna be lazy, and I'm gonna once again check by global rally point. Oh, he doesn't have that base. So that's why I checked with global rally. Those rebels were really away from that base. So that's nice. I remember I was playing this. I was like, what are they doing? Why are they so far away? But anyways. Now he thinks that he's going to be able to deny my base with his Banshees, but I'm like, wow, that's great. Too late for that, bro. Like, even if he wanted to send the Banshees to go stop my base while he was attacking my main base, then I could pick off the brutes without the Banshees around, or the Banshees without the brutes around. I mean, his army is not scary split. It's not scary when it's together. It's only scary when it has a chieftain in it, and even then, once I get enough Goss, I don't even need a debomb to kill it. It's only strong in the early timing attack, and when I'm able to keep him at his base that long, the timing attack is late, and now it's not scary. Like, he's done. Like, sure, yeah, that's great. Switch to Wraiths. I'm double pumping Goss. Double pumped Goss will fight the Wraiths just fine, and I'm actually just going to get a Vehicle Depot and get tanks out to mix in with my Hogs, and it makes it really easy. I DQ'd that upgrading pad because I wanted to get the tank out first. Very simple. Just going to keep that base on a fire base because I'm expecting him to kill it at some point, in which point I'll just go and take the base on the other side. I don't remember if he actually does kill this game, but either way, that's the plan. That's all you gotta do. Just make sure you're always on at least 2 bases, or 1 more base than the brute for in general rule. So he's thinking, oh yeah, I'll just come push over here and I'll kill your base with these Wraiths and these brutes, and it's like, oh, you only have Hogs, haha, I got you. No, you don't have me at all, not even. Like, not even. I'm on, I don't know how many Hogs that is, but either way. I'm just gonna kite the Chieftain, Chieftain's gonna die, army's not scary, I don't care. Like, that's what's gonna happen. So, keep in mind, I did speed this part of the game up by 10%, but I didn't bother cutting out the lag, I just kinda got sick of it. So, I mean, I guess it gives me a little more time to talk, right? That's what you guys want to hear. You want to hear me talk. On and on and on. So, okay, so basically, I'm just going to get the tank and send it down there with Goss Hogs plus tank. Easy win, no problem. I don't even need an expansion at this point because I'm already ahead of him. I don't care. I am on Tech 3 units. He's not on Tech 2. I don't, like, Tech lead is huge. If I got away with getting Tech 3, and it's fine. Goss fights Tech 1 Wraiths just fine. In low numbers, Goss will still beat Tech 2 Wraiths. Of course, low numbers we're talking about here. He's trying to Vortex, he is just determined, and I just don't care. I'm just like, I'm gonna kill your Chieftain, I don't care about you Vortexing me. Like, I just want him dead. Because a dead Chieftain, he can't even heal it. I don't know why he recalled. Probably would have just lost. I would have just lost my Chieftain, but that I guess he felt that he was spending too much money on units, and that building his Chieftain back would delay him even further from getting his tech up. And either way, I don't care. I'm just sitting here with the tanks and the Hogs controlling the game. So he does kill the Expo. So I guess I'm gonna go take the Expo on the other side, or I'll retake that one, whichever Expo. Generally, I'll take the one on the other side before he even kills that one. But I don't think I had anything over there at the time, so. It's just really straightforward and easy, especially on this map at least. I want to find more games on like Chasms and Blood Gulch because those will be fun. I'm not sure like who searches. The only good brute out there is really like Mighty Icy. The other brutes they don't compare. Because I mean the main thing is that they always just throw 2 turrets and expect the unit C not to know how to deal with it or like panic or something like that. That's not the case at all. Like if you know how to deal with if you know how to play brute, you're not gonna build 2 turrets every time, and you're not gonna recall at the drop of a hat. And I mean that's the main thing. Like I had lost my games versus Icy. I couldn't seem to beat his brute. Blood Gulch, I should have won one of the games on Blood Gulch. The first game, I tried playing like the main thing on Blood Gulch and Chasms is that I tried playing like Marco and not like how I usually play, and so that really hindered me. The first game on Chasms, the lag screwed me up in the beginning a bit. I don't think I'm gonna upload any of the games on Chasms, and so like I was just down hogs for no reason. And one of my hogs like drove over the mountain and died. Like that was great. Like I needed to be collecting supplies and scouting with that hog, but nope, it drove over the mountain by one of the rebel bases and just died because I couldn't control it at that point. And I was like, that's wonderful. But even besides that, the main thing is that like I was like spamming some flamers and hogs and stuff. But I mean, like he was sitting and he's holding my hook, and I couldn't make him recall. Like, and that's smart because he was just using groups of brutes and jackals together. Because with his groups of brutes and jackals together, I'm forced to send all my flamers and hogs over there. At which point he would recall. But since I wasn't sending all my flamers, I wanted to take my hook back when he does recall. I wasn't able to make him recall, which is very smart on his part. And that's why Icy is the best brute. Because he doesn't recall at the drop of a hat and doesn't need to build turrets because he knows he doesn't need to build turrets. He'll build the turrets later if he needs them. Alright, well that's enough of that. Anyways, okay, so there's a 3v3 tournament coming up. I think I'm playing with Oops and Gilbert. It should be fun. It's a little bit, I don't know if it's going to work out or not. Topher's hopeful, but I'm doubtful. Just because it's 3v3, and I don't think there's even enough players to fill up the 8 slots, just because you're looking for 24 players that are willing to actively participate in this tournament, and notoriously tournaments don't finish. It was a good job on Zero Subset's part getting the 2v2 tournament to finish. One's tournaments, especially Sadstone's tournaments, always finish, which is really good. This time, I mean, I had been talking to BB to try to get BB to play. And, like, just after the tournament started, BB was, I was talking with BB, that BB was saying that, you know, he would play, not in the tournament, like, if he were to play in any tournaments, he'd want to play a bit of matchmaking verse, so, I mean, maybe BB and I will play some games just for fun. I don't think I'll upload any of them just because, I mean, it's more of, like, friendly competition rather than, like, actual high-level stuff, because he's rusty, he hasn't played, like, he and I play StarCraft together now, and we'll maybe even play some other games. I don't know, but he just doesn't get on Halo Wars that often. So it would just be like a novelty thing, honestly. So, anyways, my army fights his army straight up, and it's over. Like it was over before. He had a Tech 2 Brute Chief, and that's great. I don't care. Like it's over. Like nice Banshees. Oh, don't do what I just did. I knew the game was over, so I was just messing around. Generally, you don't want to cryo their Banshees or units or leader power or anything like that, unless you have your units around to finish them off. Like, don't want to cryo unless you have hogs there, because you want to be able to kill all the units and capitalize on leader power, make it as effective as possible. But I just felt like cryoing him for fun, because he can't do anything about me. It's like, that's nice. That's nice, honey. I'm just gonna kill your base. And I wanted to get Canister Shell, but he doesn't want me to get Canister Shell, but, I mean, I don't need it. I have Goss. And he doesn't have anything to deal with Goss. He's got his Chieftain back. That's nice. I'm just gonna kill his turrets, keep going. Could probably just ignore the turrets, kill his pads, but whatever. He's got engineers, those are cute. Still on my base with Banshees. Really adorable. And now I'm going to send that tank up there because I want to go take that expo. I mean, I don't know why he doesn't resign. It's over. It's been over. But he's a stubborn one. So is, like, I don't know, Texas X Factor's stubborn. A lot of people are really stubborn when it comes to resigning. Even when it's like it's clearly over. Like I had a game for Texas X Factor on Chasms once, and he was Root versus my Anders. I had triple base Goss, and he wouldn't resign. Triple base Goss. I had his base and my base. Like, it's over. You know, and I had both hooks. Yeah. So it's over when that sort of stuff happens, and they're determined. So, anyways. What am I going to upload next? Yeah, the 2s and then the 1s, and hopefully I'll play some more games versus Marco. I have some games versus Marco, I could upload those, but I'm holding off on uploading some of the other 1s games until I get the 2s games and then the other 1s games out of the way. I don't have to let him get my... Oh yeah, I don't have to let my tank get stunned here, but I don't really care because if he wants to do anything about my tanks and hogs and not lose his chieftain, he has to vortex, which means my tank will be free. So that's one thing. Like, I'll just run in there. So yeah, he vortexes, my tank's free, but it doesn't really matter. Anyways, this game's only got like a minute left. I try to show the game stats when I get the chance to. But I'm just going to try to kill his temple now. The turrets in the back are just annoying, but it doesn't matter. Double base, Gauss, my hogs are disposable. I will just spam them all day and cost effectively win. So, yep. Just going to kill the temple, kill the banshees. It's over. It's been over for a while. I'm just ignoring the turrets because I want to kill the temple because I don't want to deal with a Tech 2 Brute Chieftain right now because that would just make the game go longer. And if I don't have to deal with a Tech 2 Brute Chieftain, then the game is just easier. Easier is, and it would be shorter. Okay, so basically that's it. Really wanted that base, he wouldn't let me get it. And I guess I'll see you guys next time with those 2s and those 1s, and maybe even a meta video. I have those in the can. Alright, I'll see you guys later.